Welcome, I'm Brian Haney, Vice President of Customer Success with Deltek, and we're here today to talk about the benefits of improving collaboration within an organization from a CIO's perspective. So joining me today is Deb Fitzgerald, Chief Information Officer for Deltek. Deb, welcome. Any examples of projects that you've done here that wouldn't have even been possible without social collaboration, or would have been much slower to the point of not being profitable or really not being worth it?
Yes, I have one that's very personal to my heart. I own acquisition integration for the company, not just IT, but across the organization. And acquisitions at the core of Deltek's growth. So we do a lot of acquisitions as well as organic growth. About a year ago, we took a step back and said, it's a strength for us doing acquisitions, but it's difficult, it's hard. There's got to be an easier way. And we really challenged ourselves from a process perspective in terms of what could we do differently to get the value out of acquisitions in a faster, easier way. And Kona is at the core of that. We've taken the social collaboration tool and we've created what we call a virtual war room. So for each of the acquisitions, we actually picture us getting together in this room and all coming together for a period of weeks. We can't do that because we all have day jobs. So we use this virtual war room instead to stay aligned, to stay up to date, to know what's going on, to have discussions, to make decisions, to eliminate meetings. I can wholeheartedly say that we could not have done the acquisitions that we've done in the last 12 months, and the speed that we've done them, and the value and the quality that we've gotten out of them, if we didn't have that virtual war room concept in place.
So as the leader of an IT organization, a large IT organization, many of your customers are internal. You know, you've got a constituency here that relies on the support that you all bring every day. How have you leveraged those types of tools internally to better serve the needs of those internal customers?
So when I saw some of the things that in other parts of the business, like the acquisition, where we were really able to innovate our business processes and do things in a totally different way, I challenged my IT team to think about that in a different way from a social collaboration perspective. So we've done it across the board in terms of looking at how we can use this in a different way. And I'm going to give a couple examples, but to have many more that I can talk about. One is around pilot projects. So we used to, on pilot projects, say, for example, we're rolling out Link 2013 as a technology of the organization. We start out with a smaller group of people where we get feedback. Traditionally, what we used to do is we had those people, and at the end of the project or our key milestones, we'd get their feedback. We'd get in a survey, and we would pull it together, and the project team would look at it, and we would say go, no go, or make some tweaks. What we decided to do instead is we create a space where we invite those people in to the pilot and we have an ongoing conversation. So as immediately as they're having issues, as they're having questions, the project team is there, the business is there, their peers are there, so they're able to kind of support themselves through it or say, hey, yeah, I saw that, and did you see this too? We're just able to get so much better feedback. As an IT leader, one of the things I really like about it is that I'm involved in it. So I don't have to be attending meetings or doing interviews or things like that, but I'm not also hearing third hand what the feedback is from the customers. I can hear directly that someone had an issue with XYZ and understand the business impacts of it. And at that point in time, as opposed to 4 weeks later when it might be too late, I can say, well, should we do something differently? Should we put this project on hold? Should we, escalate to the vendor? What should we do? And so it gives us that just additional transparency that I never had prior to that. Another example is we've really embraced some technologies like bring your own device, bring your own applications, cloud applications coming in, things like that. What we've done though to support those from an IT perspective is peer support, where it's not something that we're supporting, but we're embracing it, and yet we didn't have an effective way of doing that. We're leveraging social collaboration to do that, where we can set up spaces for people who are on personal devices and allow them to be able to help each other. So you may be a Droid expert, I'm not a Droid expert, and someone else might ask a question, you can help them with that right there in that space. IT is there, kind of watching, so if things come up that are things that we need to be aware of, we can be there, but we're not on the front line of having to support these people, and yet they're able to leverage these tools which they need to do their business.
So it even builds more institutional knowledge in the business.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Deb, thanks very much for your perspectives and for your time today. Great insights, and we all appreciate it.
Thanks. Nice chatting with you.